The future of one of Florida's Fort Lauderdale's historic Black communities is in question after Florida officials reveal plans to build a bridge through the town. The 80-foot bridge projected to elevate traffic will cost more than $450 million. The project would cut through Sistrunk, one of Fort Lauderdale's oldest Black communities. Residents worry this would be irreversibly harmful to the area that officials have been aiming to develop. Last month, the city of Fort Lauderdale voted unanimously in favor of a resolution expressing support for a train tunnel rather than a bridge. So I'd love to be able to go to the panel about this, starting out with Dr. Mustafa. You know, it's really interesting. We've just had this conversation with Mr. Boyd here about the importance of land and the importance of holding on to land. And even in this area of just community, right, a Black community, that it looks like there's efforts underway that could end up having it literally cut in half. It shows that in many ways, our land, either privately owned or our land that is kind of conjoined together as part of the community, is under attack in this nation in various ways.
We know that transportation policy has been infused, with racism, discrimination, and biases. We also know, that through those transportation policies, we broke up communities, many times intentional. I'm sure sometimes it may have also been unintentional. We've brought wealth into certain communities, and then we dump off pollution in other communities. So I've actually been to this community before. So to actually bring all this additional traffic into that area means that folks are going to be breathing all of this toxic pollution that still comes out of the back of our cars, causing these medical conditions that will exacerbate all kinds of diseases, these cancers, liver and kidney diseases, asthma. So to take away from a community that has been moving forward and trying to be a thriving community and to interject this into it just makes no sense.
Absolutely. And I'm glad to at least see, though, Michael, that the community it looks like it's fighting back. They're looking to get a tunnel instead of a bridge. What can we learn about just the need to exert power and not just take these sorts of things lying down, that we do have the power to fight back?
Absolutely. We always have the power to fight back. But, as I've said numerous times before, the reason why oftentimes many of our people don't fight back is because many times many of our people don't think they're worth fighting for. So at the foundation, you only protect what you respect. So this is why we have to stop referring to ourselves as N-words and B's and thoughts and things like this, all these dehumanizing terms, because you already start out defeated because you think you're lesser than. So when we look at the history of transportation in this country, we see racism encoded in it. And this is one of the things that the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill is part of it, to start addressing the harm that the U.S. Interstate Highway Acts of 52 and 56 did, driving 41,000 miles of U.S. interstate highways throughout the country, and it ran through our communities, okay, wiping out businesses, wiping out homes. It ran through Tulsa, Oklahoma in the early 1970s also, wiping out more businesses and using eminent domain to take our land, things like this. So all of this is connected, but we have to fight back against when we see injustices like this. But this is also an example of how elections have consequences also. And why you have to put the right people in office and hold them accountable to fight against things like this as well.
We sure do. Absolutely. And as we're getting towards a midterm, that's a good time to be reminded of that reality.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?